What's up, Roulette Fools? Brent with AOB. Before we get into today's session, first I have a guest star, Peyton.
Hey.
Codename.
They call me Camo.
They call him Camo. So he is here with us today. And this intro, basically, if you saw yesterday's video, it was a live stream. I heard you loud and clear. You don't like the live. You don't like seeing all that. No problem. That was just a one-off, or maybe just once in a great while. We're going back to the standard. I actually did a second session at that to make up for it, doing it just like we normally do. I didn't have time to post that video up, so I had to split the days. So the next video that you see here is actually from yesterday, and then at the end of that is today's video. So you're going to see two. So I'm not going to spoil. This is the balance that we left off at the end of this yesterday's video, 3:13. From then on, the rest of the video, you'll see part one or part two of yesterday's, and then today's video back to back. It doesn't make a difference on the numbers, but just so you don't get confused on why the numbers are the way they are. All right, enjoy. Hey, Brent with AOB back, Roulette Fools. Thought we'd give our hand a little bit, give a shot here. And see if we could kind of build on what we did earlier. Just not too much. Oh, man. Forgot this one only does 9 streets. We'll come in on the next one. See how it goes. All right, let's see. What is he hitting? 21, 22. 21, 22, 14. That's first. I'm pretty sure we're going 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4 it is. Let's get this going here. Okay, 1, 3, 4. Let's see if it holds up. Let's see if it holds up here. So I do read your comments, and I do, I get it on the stream. Some of you do not like the recorded streamed ones. These live roulette sessions, almost all of them are always just me and the screen. But once in a while, people also chime in and say they would love to have those streamed, and it's enjoyable for me to be able to, that's as close as I'm going to get online to actually playing with other people. People are asking questions, so it's enjoyable to me. Now, the majority of that I'll be doing on the other videos, the comparison videos, or when we just check out strategies, and pretty much all the low bankroll videos will be probably live, and any kind of miscellaneous. This video right here will be the one that's primarily nothing but this. No live streams. So occasionally I'll do one, but I'm not going to do it. So I understand what everybody says. So some of you don't like the live stream, some of you do, but I'm going to keep this one as pure as possible. I heard you don't like the fast forwarding. So I'm going to try to minimize that. That being said, I'm going to try to keep the videos down. I don't want them. The majority of people that I have feedback where they don't want these long 1 hour, 2 hour videos. And I get it. So I am going to be, when necessary, fast forward small portions of it to make it, to condense it. If it's not possible, if there's no sections that's possible and I'm talking over stuff, then I won't do it. And it is what it is. It's not a hard and fast, it's not a rule like that, but it's just a thumb that I'm going to try to keep the videos around 30 minutes. I have more people saying they like the videos shorter than I do people saying they like it longer. So I'm going to go that route about it. So, okay, let's see what we got here. So we're already up 225. Holy cow. Oh man, we were up 225 and there it went and we just lost it all. Man. Oh. Dang, burn it. We're gonna sit out. Well, actually, let's just play 5 double streets with $5, and that's okay. That's okay. Oh, I keep forgetting that we can't do that on this server. I just don't get it. I don't understand why. The casino, you have the odds no matter how you play. The other server, you let it do it. This one, you don't let it do it. It's silly. It really is. Let people play the way they want to play. If I can go play it on a table, then I should be able to play it here. Come on. All right, 28. That would have been a loss if we were at 1-3-4. Oof. Dang. Our favorite dealer was like crushing the 1-3-4s until that last 0. Anyway, it's pretty hard. It's difficult to, it's difficult to please everyone. And I get what you're saying, but I take it seriously. I'm not being dismissive of any of your guys' comments. So just know that I listen to it and I try my very best to juggle everything that I'm hearing. And at the end of the day, I also have to take into consideration, what is it that I like to do? And I like this right here. I like when it's just me and the computer playing this. I can concentrate better. When I have, especially now that I have 2 live streams, YouTube and Kick, it's a lot. And I have usually YouTube, Kick, and then I have the board of directors on Discord, and they're actually I'm actually live streaming privately to them because that way they can see things in a little bit more real time, and they can moderate if there's people saying terrible things. They can jump in and assist that. And I like hearing them. I like being able to talk back and forth, but it's a lot. So I get what you're saying as a listener too. I know that's a lot as well. So, all right, let's see if we can get back to this. Okay, we're going to go, reverse. Okay, we're going to go reverse. Let's see if we can get this. And I'm going to go autoplay start. 5 rounds. We didn't get it. Anyway, so I'm doing my best. I promise you I'm doing your best. Someone said in there that, what did he say? It was actually pretty funny. And he wasn't being mean about it or anything. I didn't read anybody I think there were just a couple comments this time around in the last couple videos that were, jerky, but whatever. His comment went something like this. He said, "Hey, Mr. CEO and your board of directors, it seems like you've decided to something along the lines of prioritize building your empire versus the quality of your videos." So, granted, I understand that. So, some of the last videos, I was having technical problems, and so we were recording and we were trying to fix it. So yeah, that part's pretty junky. We have that mapped out, or ironed out, mapped out. We have that all ironed out. All right, look at that, 2 8s. That was an 8 before, looking good. We have that ironed out, should be a lot smoother. For some reason, the Spotify that's streaming, and also I made the mistake on a couple of the videos. When you live stream to YouTube, YouTube automatically records it, and our default setting was to automatically record everything once we start streaming and then post it for public consumption. And those aren't public consumptions. Normally what I do on those is I record it myself locally, and then I edit it and cut out the beginning and the end where it's just saying, this will start shortly. And all the music that's playing during that time, I cut out all that because no one wants to sit through that. So I apologize that I didn't double check. Whew. Look at that, 235. All right, we're playing with house money plus $10. Oh no, we don't want that. I forgot that it's already doing that. Let's go another 5. So I apologize for that. I will make sure that when I will make sure that from now on the streams, I have to actually go into YouTube when you create a manage a broadcast. You got to do it every single time. I'll make sure that it's set to private because you're just not supposed to hear. You're not supposed to see or hear those unedited version with a bunch of junk before and after while we're getting our act together. All right. We're going to win on 26 or 14. Look at, we're up another 310. Wow. We're going to keep going. Oh, that's not good. So where did we end today? I guess I don't have it open. Let's pull that up so we can show that at the end of this anyway. Okay, there's a loss. Dang it. It's all right. We're still up. We're not going to autoplay this one because we don't want it stuck at 50. So we were up earlier in the session. Getting to it. We were up $313 earlier when we ended our session. So $313. So we're making some tracks. Okay, now at least we can drop back down here now. Anyway, I'm doing my best, I promise. And the comment that we're willing to sacrifice video quality for the empire, that's not my intention whatsoever. I've kept this challenge here pure. I haven't involved, other than right in the very beginning, and I made it very clear this was going to be strictly this challenge, separated. Nothing else counts. Someone brought in, they were watching, I don't know if you were watching our live stream or you went back and saw it, but we did this last Saturday. Oh my gosh. This guy. He's going to be like that. Saw we were doing the giveaways because I wanted to give money away. Anyway, I ended up losing big on that one. And when we were doing the giveaway, I actually said, you can go look at the video through the video list. You'll see it's on the YouTube video channel list, I believe. Or you might have to go to Kick. It's stored there. I didn't take those down. I lost $10,000 on that day. And at one point from Dice, I said, well, forget it. Dice is not working. The digital games aren't working. Let's see if we can get money back so that I can give some money to you guys because I want to give money away. So I said, let's go give her a chance. And I said several times, this does not count towards the roulette challenge. This is something completely separate. So the reader or the commenter who said something like, hey, you lost some pretty big bucks over there, that should count. No, it absolutely shouldn't count. That absolutely shouldn't count. And one of the reasons why is A, I said that was a whole part, that was a different series live. B, if I don't count, I may bet very differently than when I'm here. And I definitely did because I bet $5,000. And I won once and I lost once. That's how it goes. So if I bet $5,000 for this challenge, it's very purposeful and I know exactly what it's going to do for my bankroll. Oh, man, this is devastating. This guy is just killing us. Fubar. Dude, knock it off. We're going to go 1-3-4 because, man, we're getting our arse kicked on that. All right, we're up to $900 bet. This went south, man. We were up 3-something at one point, right? You look back and go, should have walked away then. And that's true, but I'm having fun. Anyway, so that's not true. So that doesn't count. I'm doing my best on these. For the most part, I can go back and look and say, oh my gosh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Sometimes you just go, how is this possible? How is this fucking possible? Anyway, so I'm doing my best. I'm going to try to keep this one just like this video is right here, the second half of this one, most of it. But once in a while, I may opt to live stream it because I enjoy that part of it and having other people come in and get a chance to be part of this. So it's pretty easy on those videos. If you want, either just skip it or just mute the volume and then just skip to the very end and see how it came out that day. But for the most part, I'll try to do this. Okay, man, if it hit that 5, I was going to be like, are you serious? I'm going to do my very best to keep things original, just like I've been doing them. It's pretty hard, you know? It's pretty hard talking into this thing every single day for multiple sessions. I don't want to bore you to death, and I want to come up with, try to come up with something interesting to say while I'm sitting here for an hour. Anyway, so my daughter graduated, as you know, as I've said before, and she had told me, because we got her lease taken over. I thought I was going to hit that 30. Man, I was like, no. All right, we can come down on this now. We definitely don't need to remain. We don't even have to go up if we don't want to, because we're at break even right now, up $10. So I think we're just going to, I'll go 450. We'll see if we can get $150 up. Anyway, so when we were down there for a graduation, we had, because I told her I don't want to, her lease went from September through the end of August, right? And I was like, you graduated. Are you planning on staying down there? And she's like, no. I'm like, well, let's see if we can, transfer your lease to somebody else. Well, we got her lease transferred and they were like, okay, you got to get out. So she's living with a friend down there. Oh, man. Oof. And I switched from 134. Let's go back to 134. Anyway, she was like, no, I got my stuff. And she was like, okay, well, I'll be moving home. This was on our graduation over a week ago. She was like, I'll be moving home this week. This was last week. I'll be moving home. So this was last week, Thursday? I'll be moving home this week. I'm like, whatever. It's okay. And I'm very excited for her to move home, right, for the summer. And then whatever she ends up doing, however she ends up going to fly and wherever she works at Horizon. Anyway, so this week is going by and I don't hear any word from her. So I'm like, I call her up and I'm like, hey, what's your plan anyway? What's your plan for, when are you moving back home? And she's like, it starts going like that. And it turns out as we were talking, she's like, yeah, I really don't want to come home. I'm just having so much fun down here around my friends and whatever. And, I'm being cool as much as inside of me. I'm like, oh man, I was like, I understand. I was like, okay, well, whatever you decide you to go. But that's sort of the moment, your kid leaves college for college, and at least my daughter and I, we've always been super, super tight. So the first part of college, when she went down, we were calling each other all the time, texting. I mean, I'm not just talking the first couple months. We're talking for the first year and a half. And we were on Amazon Prime doing what's called a watch party, right? Where you could start a TV show on Amazon Prime or whatever, a movie, and you could say, share it with this other person. And so we were watching the same movie and you could pause and it would pause. So she would be like, hey, I'm going to go make a snack, pause it. And I'd pause the movie. She's over there, I'm over here. But at the same time, it was just a way that I felt like we were at least close again. And then, oh man, phew. You could see through the time she was there, as she became more, as she was getting older, as she was making friends down there and getting more comfortable. We weren't talking every day. We weren't texting even every day, or Snapchatting every day. I mean, before it was many times a day. And then it came down to be, once every, sometimes we went 3-4 days without even texting each other. And that's just as much on me. I wanted to give her space to do her thing. So I think this was the final realization. Oh man. Look at this. We're just 7 and 17. This is just junky. So I think that's just was kind of like the final, I don't want to call it a dagger or a nail in the coffin, but you know what I mean? That was kind of the real realization. We're still close and will always be, but that entire piece is gone now. So for those of you with kids, man, enjoy the hell out of them because it goes so fast. I was the type of parent, okay, I thought I was going to hit 28. I was like, no. And there was a 29 there as well. All right. Nope, we don't want to do that. We're going to go back down. I was the kind of parent that, I loved being with the kids. And you know what? By and large, I'm a homebody. I like to go out to the casino. I like to go out and do stuff. I love hiking. I love being on the water, but I like coming home. And I have no problem spending time at home, out in the yard, doing stuff or whatever. I feel like I'm a good blend of 25% adventure and 70% or 75%, relaxed and just enjoying company of people and just being around here. My favorite thing would be, literally, is cooking dinner with friends over, making food and having some drinks in the kitchen. That's probably, of almost all things, that's probably the thing I enjoy the most. So yeah. And I can just go back and she's been with us. I don't know. It's just weird. And it's just this new life I got to get used to. What can I say? She's growing up, right? And she's done amazing. So she deserves all the fun she can. I should knock this off here. We're at 460. Let's go a little bit more. We were at, what did I say? 3. Okay, let's see. 313. Okay, 313. That. Okay, so yeah, we were up 313 today. So this puts us up 7 right now. Oh, yep, we won that one. Nice. So that's my whoa moment for today. And I said it in a live stream earlier when we were recording this same thing earlier on a previous video. I was really frustrated with Steak in the way that their customer service had pretty much just been super dismissive. And that's one of my hot buttons. And to be honest with you, I've been a real emotional kind of a wreck since my dad's memorial. It just kind of made things, oh my gosh. Oh, we got lucky. Oh my gosh. Whew. We got lucky. Anyway, so it's been tough. I was actually okay with my dad. I hadn't really put it together, processed it. When we had the memorial, for those of you who had lost loved ones and close ones, it was weird. I was able to keep things at bay and I just didn't even think it. And then we had the memorial. And when I heard people get up there and tell stories about my dad, and then when my mom asked me to get up on the stage and talk about stories about my dad, and I heard my brother telling stories, it just was like opening the floodgates of emotions. And I think the only time I've ever felt anything near that strong was the day I took and dropped my daughter off at college. I was a wreck that day. The difference is I kind of dealt with it, but this has been kind of still brewing. I got a ways to go. Anyway, to make a long story short, between that and then the customer service just being terrible, I just sort of snapped. And I don't take back what I said, because everything I said about Steak and their absolute atrocious customer service in that instance, and the fact that this tool, this graph is not accurate much of the time, not just for me. There's a whole bunch of people that came out and said the same thing, right? We're going to drop down to 5s because we're at $760. This is amazing. It's so weird. This game, sometimes earlier, I just couldn't win with 9 streets. And, before just could not win with 9 streets. And now on this session, we were kind of had a crappy, but overall, by and large, we were killing it. Anyway, I just kind of exploded on that rant. So I do want to apologize because I'm not a ranty person, and I'm actually pretty mellow. I'm talkative for sure. I'm definitely type A, but I've never been an angry person. I don't really get mad when I'm driving if people cut me off, or I really don't care. I mean, sometimes it irritates me. I always used to say to myself two things. I go, I don't know what that person's going through that day. Maybe they had someone that they lost. Maybe they're going through a divorce. Maybe their child went away to college. Maybe this, maybe that. So that I always remind myself of that when people are doing things. And I also like to say, and I'm not a religious person, but I kind of joke around and say, well, oh, look at this. Good thing we came down, huh? I like to say, you know what? There's an angel. That's an angel, and they're testing me. This is a test. Oops. No, I'm sorry, Brent. You failed. There's the elevator down. So anyway, I do apologize. I didn't mean to go off on that rant. You guys didn't need to hear that. You didn't deserve to hear that. And I'll do better. And I'm going to keep doing better, So I promise I do read your comments, and I'm trying to do, oh, sweet. I thought we were hitting a 30. And I'm going to keep this doubled up. I do read them, and I am trying to do my very best on this and everything. This is all new to me, man. I'm trying to navigate this. It has taken off. I never in a million lifetimes imagined that this is where I would be doing this with such a great community. And I mean, we have just exploded, and I have friends calling me going, dude, I just saw you on YouTube on the homepage. And again, it kind of pains me that this is my baby, and it's the how-to videos that are getting all the recognition and even the low bankroll videos. So, okay. The low bankroll videos. So to that end, I can tell you right now that this video right here will remain like it is, like this. Once in a great while, I'll live stream it, but not very often. And I'll make sure that I have it so it doesn't go public right when I finish the live stream, which YouTube automatically does. I'll make sure I have a chance to edit out so you're not watching that. Get ready to, the preview piece with music, because I normally am streaming. I put music on. I have a playlist called Full Tilt. So I normally play that, and then after we do our thing, I stream an end credit thing and play more music. So, yes. I was just thinking, man. Anyway, I promise you, I'm going to keep this. I'll definitely try to get rid of the fast forwarding nonsense. And I would like to keep these around 30 minutes, but I hear people saying no. So how about I try to keep it to 60 minutes? And how about if I just have a blah section where it's really not doing anything and I'm not really saying anything important, which is, well, let's rephrase that a different way. Because nothing I really say is important. But anyway, backtracking that up a little bit. If I feel like there's just an area of deadness, maybe I'll fast forward just some small pieces. I don't want any marathon. Okay, that's for sure a loss. But man, we're at 800, 760. Man, we're crushing it. I love this. This is going to build up that, you know what? What's going on with this tracker? Oh, I see. So this is going to build up this thing. I was looking at this expendable piece going, how's that negative? But this is the amount over 5,000 surplus that I get to have crazy time with. So we're going to get really close in this session to getting closer to that $5,000 because we're going to be, if we can get this, if we were to hold this right now, we would be at $1,073. So that would be, 700. Okay. Phew. Well, we're going to win 9 either way. We're going to win all those numbers either way. We're going to leave it doubled up. All right. Enough of that nonsense. I was going to say, so the guy who said, the board of directors and the CEO, lost touch with, I think, what did he say? The working class, the working class that I'm out of touch with working class or something along the lines. That's disappointing for me to hear. I'm a dive bar guy. I'm a blue jeans and t-shirt, and I grown up in the country my whole life, hauling hay, cleaning barns. Anyway. All right. So we've done pretty well. We chose our selection here pretty well. I keep getting the questions, if I have this much money or I want to make this much money, how much should I bet? So I would tell you, number one, go watch the part 2 video of beginner's roulette. Oh, we were bound to get one of those, right? Dang it. That's okay. So the short answer is, number one, you can't just ask somebody, I have $100. What should my starting bet size be? Well, you have to know what type of bet strategies you're doing, right? Because if you're doing 9 streets, whatever your base bet is going to be multiplied by 9. If you're just doing outside 1-to-1, even money bets, you just have 1 unit. So in that case, what I've said, and this is figure out what your total base bet is, not just your unit, but what's your total starting bet, number one. Okay, that's a win. Phew. All right, we have to leave this doubled up because we did not recover. Plus, we did recover, but I had doubled it up, so we need to leave it doubled anyway. Okay, so that's how you kind of calculate. You take your base bet. Number 2, you have to determine what kind of progression you want. When you lose, what are you going to do? Are you going to flat bet for 1 more and then after winning that, progress up? Are you going to use a Fibonacci? Are you going to use Delambe? Are you going to use Martingale, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? So figure out, dude, seriously? What's he, 6, 15, 0, 36, 31, man. Okay, well, it was what was it that killed us here? He had a 5 and the 6 here and the 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've lost 3 out of the last 6. That's no bueno. No bueno. I mean, we have our ratio is right up there. So our ratio is looking good up here, but okay, that's a win. Right next to that friggin' 6. Oh man. All right, here we go again. And trust me, I'm kind of screaming at myself, leave, because we're still up $730, right? Why risk this? But I figure even if we lose this, we're going to be up 300 some. So let's go. If I lose this one, we'll be done. I'll kick it off at $360 or whatever the balance is, and we'll just be done. And I'll take the 300, and that's fine. That's extra 300 over the 300 we already have. So that's cool. Otherwise, I would love to get this up to 1,000. Well, maybe if we break even and get up there, okay, that's a win. There we go. Nice, 850. All right, let's go. We'll just keep coming down to $5. This is very affordable. Very pragmatic. Okay, so that's how you do it, right? You got to know what is your bankroll amount, what type of bet strategy are you going to do, what's your progression with that bet strategy. And when you figure that out, what I like to say is you should have 8 to 10 progressions in your bankroll. Okay, that's just me. Other people may differ. Now, it's not that you're going to use it all, but to me, that's where you should be. So example, if we're betting, this is a $45 bet, right? So we can come here. And by the way, this is an updated tracker on the website. The link comes to this updated tracker for anybody that is interested. So if we come up here and we go, our base unit is 5 times 9. This only works for the 9 streets. This is specific for 9 streets. The 1-to-1 bets are down here if you want to put a different unit in there. But if we did 5, like I said, to me, 8 right here is really the minimum. So you would need roughly around $5,000 to $6,000. That's what your bankroll should be. Okay, look at this. Rolling, 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 rolling. Oh, man. Okay, so let's get back to that. So this is the cumulative loss if you lose over those. So when you get to your 8th bet, when you get to your 8th progression, right, you would have lost $5,715. You can't go 8 progressions. So if you're going to do $5 units like this, you're only going to get 7 progressions. We're going to assume that this is 5,715. So you are over. It's within a reason that I would take before you get this. I would say that's okay. I'll risk that. Oh no, man. All right. Well, at least we went down. So, and I'm going to double to 180. Okay. I got to remember this microphone's so dang sensitive. I apologize if I'm drinking coffee. I've been trying to remember to, all I got to do is tap the top of this thing. I've been trying to mute it because I realize that can come in really loud, and I apologize for that. I'm learning as I go. Hang with me. So in this case, as we saw, you would need on a 5. So I wouldn't do that with this size of a bankroll, with this size of bets, right? Man, I think I always do terrible with her, but let's give her a chance, you know? All we are saying, what's her name? Is give Phoenix a chance. So if someone were to ask me, I want to play 9 streets. I have $5,000, right? How much should I play? That's all I have is $5,000. I would probably say these units. Let's see what 3 looks like. Here's 8 progressions. That's 68. You could go there, but I'm thinking maybe 2 units per street. Yeah, 2 units per street gets you 8 progressions. And even if you lose at 8, you're just under 5,000. That's me. Is that extreme in most cases? Yes. But I mean, you see me. I've been starting with a bankroll of only $5,000 every day, but I have a reserve up there. So even if I bust it, if I only had this $5,000, what would I do? I'd probably still at least do $15. Do the $5 street bets. I feel a little more confident that I could win enough along the way to cover the losses and give myself the extra progression as we went. But the safe thing would be $2, $3. You're still getting $6. So go $2 a street. You're still getting $6 per win, right? So that's not shabby at all. And it gives you plenty of progressions. So that's how you calculate it. That's simple as that. Now, let's say we're doing outside bets. You said, no, I'm only doing outside bets. You can come down here and say, okay, if I had $1, if I was going to just do $1 in black or red and I lost, say, now it also depends on the type of bet. 9 streets is covering 73% of the board on a single 0 wheel. So I don't expect to go through progressions. Oh, he loves that 27, or this board loves this 27 today. Luckily, we're covered this time. I guess not. I feel like in my head we hit a bunch of 27s. Let's put this on autoplay. 5 rounds. So if we put it on $1 here, we can see how many progressions. We got $5,000, right? We can go to the 12th progression. And if we lose the 12th progression, we would have lost $4,095. So that's at a $1. So you have to, and trust me, people chime in and say, oh, I've seen outside bets, black, red, high, low, go a bunch of times. Is it super common? No. Is it likely? Yes. Is it likely to miss 8 times? It happens. 6 times, miss all the time. So these outsides, I really think if you're going to play those outsides, I would give myself at least 12 to 14 progressions. I'd probably be in these range somewhere around here. And you can see how expensive that gets. So, and luckily on this server, you can drop it down to 10 cents. And with a $5,000 bankroll, you could afford all the way up to 15 progressions. Now, of course, people are saying, oh, but that doesn't guarantee anything. They're right. It doesn't guarantee anything. But I don't think on my time here on the online gaming, I don't think I've ever seen, and I'm not even sure in a casino if I've ever seen it go. I've definitely seen a whole board covered in one color. I've never paid attention to odd, even, high, low. So another thing you can do, this is just me, is the chance of it going all black for 15 and all odd and all high or low, right? Is probably the probability is pretty damn low. So, set some of these strategies in your head. If you go and you get to 6 spins, and it's still going opposite of whatever you're doing or however you're doing it's going, maybe you switch to a high-low. Take your next bet, progress it, and just switch to high-low and stick on one. What's the chance that both high-low and red-black are going to be hitting just high or low or just red and black every single time? Or if you're playing follow the winner and it's ping-ponging one after another, what's the chance the high-low? I can't answer that question, but I would like to think that the probability of both those doing the exact opposite of whatever you're betting for the first 6 and then the second 6 is probably pretty low, I would think. But you might also just want to take your chances because the chance of red and black going 12 in a row, it happens, but it's also pretty low. All right, I'm not even sure why I doubled up. All right, we're calling this. We're at 1,030, and that was amazing. Let's get our spreadsheet out here and go here. So up here, it was 316 plus 1,030. And actually, I'm looking down at my balance down here. It's 1,249. That says 1,030. This is 1,249. So this graph is off. You guys see what I'm looking at? We had exactly $5,000 balance to start. We now have 1,249. That is a big difference, Stake. And that makes a huge difference. Shame on me for not looking after now learning, and it wouldn't really matter on this situation, but people look at this, and if you're going to supply a tool, it should work. And when people call you up and tell you it's not working, listen to them. Okay. So we're going to go here and instead of 313. Oh no, it's 313 plus, gosh dang it. I'll probably cut all this out. Plus $1,249. Whew, $1,500 day today, folks. 1,562. Let's come here to the graph. What is date? Is today 102 day? Yeah, today's 102. So plus this plus 1,562. Okay, I get it. There we go. 3512. We go to the summary page. Booyah. Look at this orange. We're sneaking way up there. Way up there. Look at that. Surplus $40,000. But if we come here to the daily tracker, all right, something is really, really wrong. Something is terribly wrong with my formulas here. So I'm going to have to check it. I'll check in with you guys. Actually, let me put you guys on pause real quick, and then we'll come back and figure out what it is. Okay, I figured out what it was. When I was doing the formula here to add the 1249, somehow I put something, and it put the graph, it put some information from there and jacked it up. So we made today at the very end the 1249 that we have down here. So we had a balance of 5,000. Now it's 6,240. 1249 plus our 313 earlier, 1,579 today. This graph reflects it here as well, 1579. And if we come to our summary, we are average 350 a day. We're a surplus of 5,104, which means I have $104 of crazy money that I can do whatever I want with. And our trajectory, our orange, if you look up there, is getting really, really nice again. Look at that. We're good. So it's really nice to have this $5,000 cushion. And remember, how long ago? I'll have to go back on the videos. This was negative something, right? I mean, I told you, you got to roll with the punches. You're going to have bad days. We will do it again. I promise you, before this thing is up, we will lose, most likely this surplus will go in debt and we'll bring it back. That's the nature of the beast. But we hopefully are going to keep stair-stepping up and be better and better and more cautious as we go along. But we want to build it. But it will happen. It's roulette. It's gambling. I get it. I agree with, to a certain extent, that well, no, 100% the house has the odds, but you can beat it. And that's exactly what we're doing if you play smart. But we will have bad days, and we just got to keep pushing through it, and we will make it up just like we did now. All right. I apologize for the lengthiness of this and my stuttering and speech. I'm pretty tired. Be good humans. Be good to each other. Be good to yourself, most of all. And it's not that hard. All right. We'll see you next time. Cheers. What's up, Roulette Fools? Brent with AOB. Okay, we're here for another session. Let's see if we can get to it. I'm going to just jump right in, and we're going to go 9th Street reverse. Looking good. Happy Friday. We made it again. Another Friday. All right. Not that we're wishing our life away, but man, isn't it good to slide into the weekend? Weather's beautiful here in Oregon. Let's, while this is spinning, let's get to our daily tracker. Yesterday we had a monster day at 1579. Now that was in two pieces. The part A was a live stream, and of course, she hasn't been hitting the first street the entire time. Isn't that? I mean, it's miraculous. It's miraculous. I don't know how she does it. I'm gonna double right now, just because it was a low bet. But it's amazing. I was looking at this thing. 2 and 15 were the last times that she hit. I guess there was a 25, and then all these, I was looking at all these, were all over here. the last three, and then she comes back to it on her first. Oh man, I thought she was gonna hit that 2 again. All right, there we go. So we're going back to $45. We're gonna take it nice and slow. Anyway, we had a monster day. So it was a 2-part day yesterday. We posted the first part, which was the live stream, which we got to 300. Let's see, I can go back here and look at it. We got to $313 in that first, and then that evening I came back and did a second session just straight up like this and got up to $1249. So that actually, I'm pinning that session at the beginning of this session. So it's a little bit complicated. Apologies for that, but today's this day. That is actually part of yesterday, but doesn't matter. It comes out of the same pot. Let's set today 43,125. Looks like we lost again. 27. Ugh. Okay. We may have to switch streets, go maybe 134, because who knows? Who knows? Let's see. What is she hitting here? 27, 21, 2, 17. We might go like 3 centipede here. We might. But there's a 35. Maybe, yeah, I think I'm liking 3 centipede. So who knows? Maybe we'll jump over 3 centipede if we keep getting hit like this. But let's stick with this for right now. And I'm going to stay doubled right now, just because we're at a lower bet. I want to keep getting a little bit of profit. Anyway, coming back here. So that was that. Let's see, summary. So our summary's here. We are in day 103, average 331, because we haven't counted today. This average was yesterday. Surplus of 32.25, looking really good. Our graph over here on the orange, we see we're a little bit above that gray line, which is where we want to be, right? That gray line is the minimum for those of you joining. That gray line shows a trajectory. If we average 300 each and every day, we're slightly above that, so we're doing well. Okay. Hey, look at that. 2 8s in a row. We'll take it. And we're just going to keep coming down to 45. I'm not going to jump up to 135 bets right now. I don't know how comfortable I feel with her yet. again, I said it in the second part of yesterday's video. I'm listening to everything you guys say. I'm trying real hard. So my commitment to this series, this particular challenge, will be to keep taking it in this same format. I heard you. Everybody's like, well, most of you. Some of you did like the fast forward and said we like the shorter videos. Some were like, no, we like the long videos. I think the majority of people said we hate the fast forwarding. So, well, at least of the people that commented, right? I mean, which is a pretty small segment. But if you're not going to be vocal about it, it's like voting, then you don't get a vote, right? So I'm going to take into consideration those who chime in. And most people said, we don't like the fast forwarding stuff, so we're going to keep it like it is. We'll keep the base. Like I said, if I go through a really long stretch where it's kind of just up and down, maybe I will fast forward. I really don't want to do the 2-hour videos anymore. So I definitely don't want to go if I can help it. Today's will span probably longer because yesterday's session, I'm adding part 2 to this piece. So it's sort of a 2-day session, sort of. So it'll be longer, but moving forward, I'm going to try to keep it. I was trying to keep it if I can. Okay, good. We're moving on. All right. I think I'm going to jump up now. See how that goes. Anyway, that's that. We'll keep it. I'm going to keep this pure. Now, that being said, the other videos that I'm going to, what do you want to call it? The other channels within the channel that I'm going to be doing are low bankroll and then just miscellaneous channels or challenges or just testing out strategies. And the testing out strategies, that will be the only series that I'll be using gold coin on almost exclusively. And those will always be live streamed. And probably the low bankroll challenge videos will all be live stream as well. So I get it. Some of you don't like the live stream. Totally understandable. Too much interruption, too much going on. Get it. This will probably be, our avenue. But the reality is, as much as this 100K challenge is my baby, the reality is it's the lowest of the series. It's got the lowest amount of interest. The how-to videos and the low bankroll videos are crushing it. And I enjoy this one the most, but I really love the how-to videos. The low bankroll, I like it too. It's similar to this, but I love the how-to videos, but this is the one I enjoy the most. But I am going to start focusing because this one isn't going to go forever, right? No, get out of that 27. Okay, good. I thought I was going to hit 27. So I'm definitely, if we hit 300 today, it just depends on if we're just crushing it. Remember, whenever we have these big wins, it flips at some point. So I'm hoping we can get to 300 in a hurry, and then I can lower the bet amounts. And that way we're not jeopardizing as much the 300 that we're winning. So I really would like to be at least doubling every day to 600. If I'm doing really well like I have done in the past and we can get up above 1,000, even better. But we'll see what happens. So stay tuned for that. But my part 3 of how to play roulette is coming out, and it will focus almost exclusively on slow live play like this, except it'll be slow. We'll talk about each and every strategy. We'll do different strategies on it. I will be using gold coin in that, just putting it out there so that I don't have to stress about it when we're playing. However, in that strategy, when we start talking about, it's kind of hard because the gold coin, the minimum bet is 10,000 gold coins. It's a little bit difficult. So I will be coming back after I just demo the initial. We'll come back with a low bankroll amount, maybe 10 cents, 50 cents, $1, and we'll do it with real coin in that aspect. So you can actually see real money in action. It's always different. Real money, just for whatever reason, is always different than, same thing with a live wheel. It's always different. All right, here we go. Boss lady had a good birthday yesterday. Took her out to dinner. We got a busy weekend. There's a baby shower for her to go to. My mom's birthday is on Sunday, so we kind of have to split up to divide and conquer. So I'm going to go and try to get my mom out of the house, and I think she'll love going like thrift shopping. She loves thrift shopping. So I'm going to take her thrift shopping. Going to go pop some tags. Mama gonna pop some tags. I'm going to pop some tags. So here we go. Yes, 32. Nice. Twice in a row. Look at it. 32, 32, 34, 36. Ooh, doggy. You know what? We're going to come down to 9th Street reverse. This will take us in exactly to 300. And that's okay. Because you know how that curse goes. Last spin. Okay, here we go. Let's see how it goes. Man, it's been hot. Yesterday was over 95 degrees. Keep in mind, not too long before that, it was cold and it was rainy. And then we suddenly, literally overnight, woke up and it was hot. It's crazy. I love it, man. The evenings still are a little chilly. It was decently warm last night, but we still have that cold in the air. It doesn't the air isn't hanging around warm, so it kind of gets cold. And I'm waiting for. All right, there we go. We were going to win either way on that one, I guess, 10 or 23. All right, now that we hit that, we're just going to stick with it on the $45 bets and gain $15 a spin. Just take it easy. That way, if we lose, we're only down 45, not 135. It won't be quite the uphill climb back if we get on a losing streak because we're at 11-2. It's winter's coming, like I said in the last episode. Winter's coming, so you got to plan for it. Expect it, accept it. Here we go. All right. You know what? You know what I was thinking? I don't know why it popped in my head. Okay, there's a loss. That's okay. See, look at that. Good thing we popped down to 45 because it was coming. You know what I was thinking the other day? Can someone explain me this? Riddle me this. Why the fuck do we still have flathead screws? Someone tell me that. Why do we have flathead screws? Those things are the biggest POSs in the world. I mean, realistically, should almost be getting rid of Phillips too, right? In favor of Star, you know. They went from that, then they came out with, right, the square heads, and those were a little better. But if you didn't get it right at the angle, those would always strip out. So I didn't like the square either. We're going to stay doubled up. But the stars are absolutely the best. Those, so much better. For driving screws and getting them back out. But flathead, the most worthless, they are the most worthless design in the world. I mean, seriously, why are we still producing? So someone explain me that. Where is the advantage of a flathead over a Phillips over a Starhead, right? Someone explain me that. I mean, if there's a valid reason, other than the only valid reason I can think of is, hey, a flathead, you know, it's good for using as a small crowbar, which I totally get that, right? It's nice as a scraper. You got a Phillips head, you got a flathead, you got a scraper. You can pry paint cans open with it. So I'm okay with them producing flathead screwdriver or flathead still, just not the screws or whatever. It's ridiculous. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know why that popped in my head. That's when I woke up this morning. I don't know, this image of a flathead and I saw my life flash before my eyes of all the times that I'm just getting pissed off at a flathead because it's either coming out or and I'm like, all right. Rant is over. Until the next one. Oh my gosh. All right. Man, I got to get out and work on the yard today. Got some sections done, but man, those weeds just take off. I'm super caffeine sensitive, so I generally don't like caffeinated stuff. It doesn't keep me awake. Look at this. This is beautiful. Man, we should have stayed at 135. That's all right. This is bonus. We should have stayed at 135. Look at that. What was how many have we won here? 3 in a row. Then we lost one and won these 2 back. Let's see. So 15 was our loss. Yeah. So since then, 4. Yeah. Yeah, we'd be up more. Anyway, that's okay. We shouldn't get greedy. This is kind of taking it easy. They forgot to put it here, but it is here. See, our bet shows $45. I got to clean my car, wash my car. Okay, there's a win. Nice. I almost said loss because every time I see 16, I think I lose. And I guess on 134 we do. That's the one area I really, really, really like a clean car. The inside mostly, but I don't know. I get into my car, and if it's starting to get dirty, the dash is dusty, the center console's getting stuff. I don't know. It just it's stress. Same thing with my house and everything. If it starts getting clutter, like on the kitchen island, that's where I pile like mail, or I bring in tools to do something, and I set them on the end of the island, and I don't take them back out to the shop, and it starts building, and you walk in the house, and it's just clutter, and I freaking hate clutter. All right, there's a loss. I hate clutter. The nice thing is we're still above 315. It just causes me anxiety. And I already, you know what? I think I told you guys way back in the win, but and I have no shame in it, and I hope no one else does too. But mental health is super important. I struggled with, or continue to struggle with anxiety primarily, and some depression, and I battled it like on my own for forever. And it was just getting to me. It was kicking my ass, to be honest with you. And finally, I just said, you know what am I trying to be macho about? What is it? I can't, it's something I can't help. So I went in. If you go in for something like that and they prescribe you something, don't, if it doesn't work out, switch. There's different, there's a whole line of things, and they don't all work the same for everybody. So they gave me one, it didn't work. Finally, they got me on something called Wellbutrin, and it literally changed my life. So all I'm saying is, don't be ashamed. I mean, the number of people that have issues like that is staggering. You're not alone, so don't be afraid of it. Mental health is important, and I'm glad they have a lot of awareness out there. So anyway, I've done that, and the downside, oh man, I was hoping it was going to hit that 32. The downside is oftentimes the first 2 weeks that you start can have some serious, when I start up, it was terrible stomach cramps, like a knife in your stomach for 2 weeks solid. It was terrible. And it takes anywhere from 2 to 6 weeks for that medication to build up so you see results. So if you start taking it, don't think it. And I've been on it now for, I've been on it for quite a while now, 10, 12 years. And, oh, come on. Yes. Oh, I thought the 18 was a loss. I'm like, no way. All right. We got to stay at this one now for at least 2 and then drop down for us just to break even. All right. We're going to stay there. You do start over time. Your body does start to, get used to it, and its effectiveness starts to wear off, right? So initially I was on a pretty low milligram dosing, and over the years I've had to maximize my dosing, and then they actually had to get me on, I just started another one for the anxiety piece. For me, anxiety feels like my stomach's in a knot all day, and I can't stop my mind. That's the problem. I go to bed, I can't stop thinking. I'm scenario planning everything in the world. Man, did that update? No, that didn't update, did it? That's showing 315. We're at 375, those goofballs. Look at that. We're at 375. This is showing 315. So good thing we're catching that up there, because this is showing, even if we lose this, we're up $30. They're showing if we lose this, we'd be down. So yeah, it's nice to have that extra 75, Yeah. So we're up $60 more than this is showing. Anyway, this new one, what is it? I'll tell you what it is. Escitalopram or something. I don't know. They have the full actual names are really hard to pronounce. Wellbutrin isn't, but Wellbutrin, the generic is like bupropion. This other one, I told my doctor, I was like, I'm like, man, the anxiety is just killing me. I can't shut my mind off anymore. The Wellbutrin, I'm already maxed out on Wellbutrin, to be honest with you. I'm at about 450 milligrams a day. And it just, for the anxiety piece, it was just not working anymore. And I work out. I do meditation, yoga. So I believe that you have to do all those things as well. You don't just, I'm not somebody, there's our loss. I'm not somebody that just relies on drugs. I think you got to first try to actually treat the cause, not just the symptom. Big believer in that. I'm a big believer. If you have not done meditation, it's hard as fuck at first, but stick with it. It's hard, right? You're trying to meditation and you have all these thoughts that keep coming in that you can't stop. And you're like, oh, well. And half the time I'm listening to the meditation thing and I find that I didn't even hear them because I'm already thinking about something else. And I come back and go, oh, I haven't been meditating at all. And that's okay. You just keep practicing going, the ideas that come in, just let it go. But then I also, right, I'm stressing, oh, come on. Seriously, 2 ones in a row? See, this win-loss it will catch up. So that's another thing to look at, not just your balance, but look at this win-loss thing here. And if you're way ahead, that's not a bad time to switch up your strats or whatever, because this will catch up. Anyway, so yeah, try those things. Change your diet, change your exercise regime. I work out really well because I'm in front of a computer all day. And if you do that, I don't want to say I live a sedentary life, but I do spend a lot of time in front of this machine. So that's terrible, right? Oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me. We're down to up 75. Unbelievable. 3 in a row. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Out go the lights. Anyway, I'll figure out what that other one is. I'm pretty sure it's like escitalopram. Something like that. Let's look it up. I'll do it in another browser. Yeah. Escitalopram. Okay, good. Either one, 29 or that was going to work for us both, but we needed that win. We got to do this 3 times now. Let's see. What do they say? I know it has the common. I'm trying to figure out what the common name of escitalopram is. Lexapro. So yeah, I started taking Lexapro. And this isn't, by the way, I'm pretty calm, but this is not easy for me to talk about because as much as I'm okay with mental health and I'm accepting it, really, I'm not one to talk about my medical history. And honestly, the only reason I'm really, oh my God, you got to be, all right. What was that? That was 360. Damn, Jim. We're going to stay with it. Let's see if we can ride this out. I feel like I don't want to switch right now. I feel like as soon as I switch, because it's already been, she's already hit. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 5. I feel like if I switch now, it's going to hit over. But told you, look at this. We're barely 2-to-1 ratio right now. So it's kicking our bum. All right. We got to win 3 of these now. Oof. We lose this one, we take a break. We come back, we regroup. We lose this one, we come back and regroup. Okay, there we go. There's a win. Okay. That breaks us even as in at the very beginning. Really, the only reason I actually am bringing it up, because, well, it just popped in my mind for some reason, is because I think there's a whole lot of people out there that still see this as something that, I don't know, is weakness or don't want to do it because of social pressures or the perception of that anyway. So I urge you, if you have anxiety, if you have any kind of depression, if you're not sure, and a lot of those signs you don't even realize it is you're just tired all day long or you don't want to do anything. Now, some of that could be diet, exercise, lifestyle habits. So I highly suggest you try that first. What were we on? Reverse? We're definitely bringing it down from that. What was our high? 360? Okay. So we need 100. That's 10, that's 30. We're going to go 180 again. We'll just kind of battle ourselves back up this way. Anyway, so definitely try lifestyle changes, meditation, all those things, because it very may well be your diet. If you eat a lot of processed foods or you're not eating healthy, get back onto eating. First step would be just to eat whole foods. Okay, there we go. Like I said, I've been a fitness and nutrition instructor for a long time, certified, and I've seen a lot of people that they struggle with the same thing. And it's not, I have a chemical imbalance. They are lucky. They just have a lifestyle imbalance. And simply, I don't care what kind of whole foods you switch to initially. If you're eating a lot of packaged foods, processed meats and stuff, switch to whole foods. Doesn't matter. Don't worry about carbs. Don't worry about protein counts. Just switch to whole foods. Once you switch to whole foods, and the rule of thumb is, and if you are going to buy packaged stuff, you're looking for things that have one ingredient, right? And what I mean by that is, okay, good. For example, you can buy packaged foods, but it should have one ingredient. For example, like I love beets. So I don't want to buy actual raw beets. I buy the beets that are in the freeze, sealed thing. You look on the ingredients, no sugar added, nothing. I mean, beets have enough sugar as they are. I just use a little bit in my salads. One ingredient on it. When it says ingredients, it has one ingredient, beet, So that's what I mean by one ingredient. You can buy packaged stuff if it's got one ingredient on it and it's not like a sugar or something. Switch to whole foods. Get rid of alcohol. I mean, I like my drinks, you know that, but alcohol, if you find you're drinking, that's a huge cause of weight gain. Also, your body will always burn alcohol before it burns anything else. Oh, there's a loss, dang it. That's all right. We got mostly back, right? All right. Yeah, we did get back. That was 375, 360. So we did get back up in positive territory. I didn't need to leave it at that high on the second one. I'm a bit too busy talking. Once you switch to whole foods, you cut out all the crap stuff, including, I do not recommend juices, orange juice, apple juice. Those are just, I'm not saying orange juice is bad. And if you've got a good system going on, you can have it. Just don't gulp the crap out of it thinking it's 100% healthy because it's full of juice. It's full of sugar. Now it's got a lot of good stuff in it, orange juice, but anywho's, we don't need to do this. We're going to go down to 45 and then we'll just go up to $90. We don't need to bet this much. We're not going to keep it up at the high. Once you do get established and you're on, see how you feel. I am very carb sensitive. So I actually operate best when I keep my carbs at a fairly minimal level. And by carbs, starchy carbs, potatoes, stuff like that. I eat unlimited green vegetables. Golly. Let's see, what is she hitting here, man? She's hitting, okay, we got a new dealer. We're just going to go down to $9 for right now. Anyway, just kind of see how you react. I do suggest you keep a food journal, at least initially. Something like MyFitnessPal. I use one called Carb Manager. Same thing. But it's a slightly different, but it's the same thing as MyFitnessPal, but it keeps track of your macros. Macros meaning protein, fat, carbohydrates. Okay, there we go. All right, you know what? Let's go 135. Protein, fat, carbohydrates. I don't care where you believe or you feel like you should be in there. Everybody's different. Play around with those and see what makes you feel good. And when you find it, stick with it. And normally once I get on my low carb, my biggest weakness is like ice cream, and I'm a dessert junkie, and that absolutely wrecks me. I feel like crap, but I love it. So what I do is I substitute that when I'm eating clean. I allow myself the carbs and the desserts in the form of apples and peanut butter and smoothies. So those are my desserts. Hold on. All right. Boss lady taking off. All right. We're at $333. Did we lose? No, we won. All right. Let's keep going. We're at 333. We got a little ways to go to get back to 375. We win this one, we'll be back up. Anyway, if you're already sorry about the lecture but you know what? A lot of people don't know this. I have a lot of friends and family and coworkers that I help out with this, and they're just like, because it's hard. It's almost like roulette. You just don't know where to start, right? You don't know where to start. And then you set these, oh man. All right. I am not liking her. I'm just kidding. Just start somewhere. And my also recommendation is don't push it off till Monday. I do that too. I'm like, okay, starting Monday, I'm going hardcore. And then it's only Thursday though. So I better tear it up with the desserts and everything because this is going to be it. And then you start hardcore Monday and you're like, oh crap, we got a birthday party to go to tomorrow. And just start now and then set small goals. Like, don't give up everything. Don't say you're going to go work out 10 hours a day and cut everything off. Just incrementally set some small goals, just like roulette. Oh, fug me. Oof. So just set small goals and then write it down, but keep your food journal so you know, hey, this is how many calories I'm doing. I'm not a huge calorie person, but it's good initially for you to kind of see, wow, I'm way over. And those apps will oftentimes have you put in your weight and you tell them your goal weight and they'll kind of calculate your calories. The super, super easy way to do it is take your weight. If you're a male, multiply it by 17. And if you're sedentary or you're moderately active, your weight times 17 is generally in the area of how many calories your body's going to burn every day just to maintain. Whew. All right, there we go. 34. Wow, we're way behind, didn't we? We got our ass kicked. So that's your baseline calorie going. If I eat this many calories a day, I'll, for the most part, maintain. The good rule of thumb is 500 calories less than that every day. For every 500 calories you do less than that a day, you're going to burn 1 pound of fat a week. And this is just guidance. It's not literal, so don't take it as literal. So if you want to lose 2 pounds a week, whatever that is, your weight times 17 if you're a man, your weight times 16 if you're female. Take that, subtract 500 or 1,000, depending if you want to do 1 or 2 pounds a week. That is your calorie goal. Again, I'm not a huge calorie counting person at all. I believe if you are eating right, you don't have to worry about it. Okay, do we go for this again? I think we are. We're going to go for it, people. I'm not a huge calorie, but it's good for you to see where you're at, and it kind of helps you. And the bigger thing to me, almost like in roulette, when you say you win twice, or if you lose twice, take a break and come back. It's not that your chances are better. It's that you've had a chance to regroup. It's not that I feel like calorie counting for me is the way to go as a nutrition, because I don't want people having it becomes, it's because when you realize how many calories are in junk food versus how many calories are in good food, and you realize I can either have this much whole foods or I can have this much prepackaged junk food, you realize, wow, I can eat way more whole foods. Look at that, 408. All right, we're going down to 45 again. So does that make sense? Where are we at here? We're at 31 minutes. We'll do a couple more spins and we'll knock it off. I'm going to try to get to 500. We're going to call it quits. So does that make sense? It's not so much I want you to calorie count moving forward. Is it if you go, oh, wow, normally I have a Totino's pizza and that's got 5 billion calories per slice. Or I can have, potatoes and a steak.
Hey. Sorry to interrupt.
It's okay. Okay, we're back. Here we go. She left her sunglasses in my car. I thought the car was locked, and I'm like, I don't lock my car. It's in the garage, man. Our cars are in the garage. She should know that. Anyway, that's all I'm saying is you see the difference between when you eat real whole foods, not prepackaged stuff with all sorts of chemicals. You realize the calorie count is way lower and the macros are way better. Not for everything. I mean, I love corned beef. I'm a huge fan of corned beef. Ooh, those pieces are fatty, and I love fat. Now, if you're going for the keto diet, if that's your thing, then eat all the fat you want. I'm not a huge believer in keto, only because I think everything in moderation. I think that's the best way to go. And then see how your body feels. For me, I do really well when my starchy carbs are fairly low. I eat all the green vegetables I want, and I eat all the lean meats I want, including some of the fatty meats because I love pork shoulder. Pork luau. You put a big pork shoulder into a slow cooker. All you got to do is put some sea salt over it, pour in a little bit of liquid smoke, rub it over it, put it in the slow crock pot cooker, cook that thing for like, depends on the size of your roast. Cook. All right, dude. Got this cat jumping right in front of me. He wants out is what he's doing. Come on, bud. I'll be right back. Come on, let's go. Hey, come on. Right here. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, he starts whining when he wants out. Oh, man. There's a 3. Hey, we had a good run here. Remember, it's okay to lose as long as you win the big ones, the really big ones. All right, here we go. So far we're doing well. We are at 34 minutes. I'm not stressing too much, but I would love to get to 500 here in a bit. So good thing we dropped down to 45 that one time. Okay, off of the food and nutrition. If you want and you're really interested in this stuff, I love helping people. I have never, ever in my life charged for my personal training or nutrition plans. Never. So I don't have a ton of time to give you. If you get into Discord and you ping me, I'm more than happy to kind of look at your lifestyle and help you come up with something. Or just give you some direct. But it's really easy. You know what? If you don't want to exercise, you know what's amazing? Walking. Seriously. Just go for a walk every day. Try to go for a walk for at least 20 minutes. And once you do that, you realize how much you love going for a walk. And even me, well, I have my gym and I have a treadmill. But what I do actually in the winter is, honestly, I hate treadmills. They're boring. Even though I have a TV going on, I just hate it. We'll go to like Walmart or whatever, and we'll just walk in there for like an hour and just walk around on a crappy winter day and just walk around. Or that's why I told you a while back, I love the casinos because I get over 10,000 steps in the casino every time I go, because I play and then I walk. I play, I walk, and I'm walking from end to end of the casino. All right, look at that, 468. We don't even have to go to 135. We're going to cruise into 500 straight up on $45 bets. So this is pretty good. This has been pretty good. Even though we're just a little over 2 to 1, we're not, this ratio isn't even great. So a 3 to 1 would be 42. We would expect to be it. So this is, I take that back. 40. I would like to see this up more around 37 or 38, but we're pretty close to where statistically we should be based on only covering 73% of the board. All right. Yeah, she's just not going to let us get there, is she? All right. We're going to try to go for it right here. Actually, what are we at right here? We are at 400. Actually, we're at 483, actually. So I'm just going to stick with this, and we will just double it. I was going to go 135, but I looked down there and went, this graph is wrong, thankfully. Yeah, but walk. Go for a walk, man. Walking's amazing. And you know what? Body weight exercises are so underrated. You can do all of it. You could do pretty much everything you really need to do right here where you're standing. Body weight squats, push-ups, sit-ups, chair dips, lunges. Okay, there we go. What does that bring us up to? That brings us up to, looking down here, we're at 513. Let's get to 515, shall we? Let's try to get to 515. I don't want to do 513. Anyway, yeah. And there's so many places to find video workouts. You can go onto YouTube. I mean, or actually, if I had to choose one thing, I could only do one thing, what would it be? And it would probably be yoga. If I could only choose one type of workout, it'd be yoga or Pilates. Those things are fucking hard. And they're so good for you. They are. They're so good for you. All right, look at that. We're ending this at 515. That's where we're going to stay. All right, we did it. All right, well, happy Friday. This is a great way. I may come back because who knows? Let's go add this into our tracker. We're here, daily tracker, 43, 515, graph. Booyah. Summary, look at this. 336. 37.40. We're just creeping up. Hopefully I'll come back if I have time today and we'll push that thing all the way up. How's that sound? All right. Thanks for letting me. I just felt like talking today. And we kept it at a pretty short 39 minutes. So it's a good video. We may come back, add more. Anyway, be good humans. Be good to each other. Be good to yourself. Your mental health is very, very important. Okay. All right. Enjoy your Friday. I hope you have a great weekend planned ahead. All right. Cheers. Record. What's up, Roulette Fools? Brent with AOB. We got a whole crowd in here tonight. The studio is full. We got Peyton here.
Oh, I got a other hand.
Also known as...
They call me Camo.
They call him Camo. We got Mrs. They call him Camo here. We got Mrs. AOB here. We got a whole room in here. Everybody's so excited. So what we're doing is we had 515 from the previous sessions. We're going to grab that and see if we can't go higher with that. Now, here is some great effing news. Our balance, we did an audit through all these days. And what had happened is, remember when my computer was always locking up? Well, the spreadsheet would close automatically when the computer crashed and froze it. When I would reboot it, it was pulling back a recovery file that was days old. So on a couple of these days, like day 83, it was off by 1,080. And on day 89, it was using the starting balance from day 87. You can either take my word for it or get into Discord and ping me. I'd be happy to show you. But if you go look at day 83 and day 89, you'll see that we did not record the correct balances. And on day 89, you'll notice the starting balance for that day is 2 days earlier from day 87. So the good news is it put us up a little bit higher than what we thought we were at. And that means we have a surplus of 5,834 with an average daily of 357. Not bad.
We've been waiting for it.
We've been waiting for it. So Peyton was like, oh shit, we got 5,834. A crazy time. And I said, no, slow your roll. $5,000. Remember, anything over $5,000 is
expendable.
Crazy time.
Crazy time.
He's new to this.
It says expendable on the graph. I mean,
Yeah, he's new to this. Don't worry about it. So, anyway, all right, let's get underway. Let's go. Let's go. Five double streets.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to play $5 streets because every time he's in the chat, good Lord, he's saying 5DS.
Go back to day 89.
So this is like his third time playing ever. We're not going to be able to get in this. 20. Let's just go 2 double streets for $10 each. Or, 2 dozens. We're going to go second and third dozen.
Not enough time to go Romanowski there.
Not enough time to go Romanowski.
But
look at these big words. He thinks Romanowski. He thinks that's like some Russian scientist.
Well, it's new to the channel.
New to the channel?
New to the channel. You haven't. It's only been around a week around here.
That's true. Look at that. We win.
There you go. Would have won on 5 double streets too.
We won on 5 double streets. All right. So we have $500. No, we have like $800 of crazy time. So let's go ahead. Let's see if we can waste that $500 because it was bonus. It was money we didn't know we had. So it doesn't count if we lose it.
Man, it's looking good on the previous numbers.
It doesn't matter if we lose it. Oh, yeah. Look at the dealer. When they look innocent, that's when you worry.
Yeah, they're evil. But if you look at the previous numbers, we're hitting there.
All these are... Well, that's bad news, right?
I guess that means it's bound to
look
hit
at this.
That
There's
zero.
Not a single one. There's not a single goalpost in here. Not a single one.
And it continues that way for this spin.
It's $100 right there.
We'll take it. $100.
We're up 110.
Triple my bankroll.
I think we should do something different. I'm worried that it hasn't hit for so damn long. You know what we could do now? We go 25 because we're pretty much playing on house money right now. We got 120, 110. We're only betting 125, so we could go up by 25. But I'm thinking let's switch over to Romanowski again.
we lose,
But
we're down 15.
this is 125 to make 25. Romanovsky is 200 to make 25. And you're only covering 2 extra numbers.
Slightly bigger spread. Slightly.
God, you're amazing at math.
Yep. 33 numbers.
Oh, look at this. I told you.
That's gambling.
She hadn't hit the goalpost in forever, and then she hits it.
I told you not to do 5 double
I told you
streaks.
she knew I was coming on. Look at that.
Not trustworthy.
She is demon seed. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, I don't want to do that. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go back up. Let's go 500.
Okay. Let's go.
We will take 5 double streets for 500, Alex.
No goalposts.
Come on.
Don't look at the board.
No whammies. All right, let's go. Let's see if she's truly... Okay, I saw that 1. That's why I told you... I told him you never look at the wheel when you're in at the casino, because then you realize just how close you were to losing everything.
Okay.
You know what? Let's go.
He's going back
LFG.
in. He's going back in.
LFG. Let's fucking go.
So, okay.
All right. She looks bored out of her mind. God, she's just getting the soul sucked right out of her every spin.
Lindsay, huh?
Lindsay. Poor Lindsay. Parents. She didn't have really good supervision.
How do you get into a career like this? There we go.
All right, there's 200.
I'm thinking 134 would be a horrible idea.
We're up 185. I'm trying to decide if we should go for another 500. You know what? We're using house money right now, so let's just bring it back to house money.
You're not gonna have enough time to double anyways. Yeah, let's just leave it like that.
Well, I could double it. I did have enough time.
You had 1 second. That's true. That's enough time for you to put it up to that 5,000.
You have no idea what I can do in 1 second.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Well,
she actually did.
Well, oh. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
Sorry to hear that.
You should, apologize to her.
Okay, we got it. The house is money.
Oh my God, look at that. Right by 1 again.
The house is money.
Look at this. If we go 30, where's 1?
210
look at that.
Profit.
30. Was it 30? No, 33. All right, let's go again. But look at 33 is right next to 1. Then it was 30. Where's 30? Over here. But then 16 right here next to 1. Look at that. 33, 16. Coincidence?
I think not.
I think not.
No.
No, I think Lindsay is being paid by the casino.
Lindsay has some consistent spins here.
Oh my gosh.
Consistently crap. Jeez.
0. Man.
Oh man. You know nobody won on that.
Oh man, what's going on with her?
Uh-oh.
Come on. What's happening here? I'm going to put you guys on pause for a second. All right, we're back. Just had to reload. Now, the graph here is 210, but you can see we're only up $85. So I'm actually just going to reset that.
Sticky didn't record it.
We're used to that.
It was
Let's
a 125 loss.
All right, I don't know why it does that. Going at 500 again. To get it back, let's see. So
we're up. Was that 15?
If we lose this, we're down $415.
75. We were up 75.
We were up 85, weren't we?
85. Math isn't my.
Yeah, we know.
Strong suit.
Hey. All right. 22. So we're up 185 now. Man,
the one guy who hit 0 crashed the whole server.
185. Let's see here. I don't know. Let's just go Roman just for the heck of it. All right. So remember, Romanowski, 3 units on 1 dozen, 3 units on another dozen, 2 dozens of your choices, and then 1 unit on a corner, 1 unit on another corner in the open dozen. That's 8 total units, but you only win 1 unit.
I was counting with my fingers. I had to make sure. So you're covering How many more? 3 more numbers? Oh,
Barely won that one.
oh my goodness.
Barely won that
That
one.
zero's creeping oddly close. I'm feeling a 0 coming up here. I
I
might.
don't want to do that one again. Let's see here. I think we're going to go red, black, red, black. I think maybe we play the outside.
Yeah.
Let's go black.
Yeah, I'd
We're
be
gonna
careful on
we're
this
gonna
one.
do $10 units on the outside. We're gonna do $10 units on the outside. I'm trying to decide if we're gonna play Aussie Pete system or we're just gonna play outside martingale. Aussie Pete is on your losses, you go up 2 units. On your wins, you go up 1 unit until you reach a target goal, and then you reset. Now Aussie Pete keeps going up and up and up. Oh,
I'm calling, dude, this close to 0 twice. Twice.
yeah, she's targeting that area. It'd be good to play half the wheel there.
That magnet is
All right,
turning
we're
on.
gonna go with Aussie Pete's system. So we're gonna go up 30. So I should have reset this. Aussie Pete's system is better when you reset this graph because then you know you got to get to $50, right? And at $50 you're reset. So we're down minus 10 right now. So we actually got $60 to go. So we got a $30 bet. If we win this one, we're up 20. We keep the bet. We actually have to go. Yeah, we keep the bet at 30 because that gets us to 50. Now, Aussie Pete, he would actually add one. There we go.
Okay.
He would actually add one right here. Even though he's only $30 away from the target, he'd still go up 40. That goes past your target. I tell you, don't. Keep your bets as low as possible. Remember, keep your progressions as low as possible. You need to protect your bankroll. Don't bet more than you have to. And when you get close, lower your bets down. Don't keep them high. And that's what I don't like about Aussie Pete's system. It's because as you keep losing, you keep adding 2 units. Pretty soon, it becomes very hard to catch up. And then you got to leave your bets high. I don't like that. Versus martingale, 1 win, and you're automatically in profit. So pick your poison. Man, that ball is flying all over the place. See, look at this. We
So
just
close
lost.
to
Now we
that.
got to go up to 50. So we were up 20, right?
So you kept it at 30.
And we're back at down 10. So we got to go 30, 40, 50. So we're at 50, right? We were minus 10. We won 30. We just lost 30. So we're at minus 10 again. Now, if we had done Aussie Pete's system, we would have bet 40. We'd be down minus 20 right now instead of minus 10. So my system's better than Aussie Pete's system.
That's what they all say until it comes tumbling down.
They call this Yankee Brent system. That's what they call it, just around here anyway. All right, come on now. There we go.
There we
All right,
go.
so that's 50. So we're at plus 40 now. This is actually, you better have a pencil and paper if you play this at the casino.
I witnessed that in real life.
I did. I had a pencil and paper, and it was a mess. All right, so we're at plus 40. So the nice thing now is we only have to bet $10 on black because we're going for intervals of $50 profits, right? So now, right now, we are at $250 profit right now. This graph is useless. Stake, get on it. You heard me rant for about 45 minutes the other night about how terrible this was and ridiculous. You know what I love is like if it's my stuff, it's like ours. Then suddenly when it's hers, it's like, you mean my ice cream? All right, we just won that. So we start all over again at a $10 base unit bet.
So I noticed when you won that you stayed on that 30 earlier.
Yes, because as I explained, you got to go up to 50. And when the difference between your target, which is at 50, if you're at $20 and you're going to get to 50, there's a difference of $30. Don't bet $40 to get up to $30. So you want to, if you're going in your bets, we're going increments of 50. So if we go down here and then we get up and we're, let's say $40, then we only want to bet $10 because we're only 10 units away versus Aussie Pete keeps escalating the bets up. No matter how close he gets to target, he keeps going up. And to me, that's a dangerous recipe is continue to increase your bets no matter what. Make sense?
Gotcha.
Now look at 35, 3. Oof. Double streets crushed right there. But 32, 32. These are all great. Look at Romanowski's
1, 3,
winning.
4.
Romanowski's winning all these. 0.
Other than the 5 and the 6.
0 is the only one that's. Oh, and 30. 30 is a hit miss on my Romanowski. All right, so we lost that one. We bet 10.
You could do a Romanowski second and third.
We're gonna go. We got to go up 2 units to 30. You could do Romanowski. Yeah, you could do these 2 coverage and then 2 corners on the first 12. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. If we go to the chart here, and you guys know I don't really put a lot of stock in this, but if you do, here's your dozens. Third and first are hitting at 32% each. Second is hitting 35. So you definitely want to have your 3 units on that. And then it's just a crapshoot on the first and second if you believe in that stuff. You know I don't. Nice. Okay. So see, so in this case, we bet $30. This is what I'm talking about. We bet $30. What's our next bet?
50.
No.
Staying at 30.
No. We're at $30. Our target's 50. So we only go 20.
Okay, you're playing to a target with this strategy.
That's right. I still don't. What's happening with dessert?
Dessert.
Good Lord. I've only asked for dessert like 20 times.
The pizza wasn't good enough for him.
There was no ask. There was just, dessert sounds good.
I'll beg. I will beg. I will beg.
All right.
Look at that.
Woo-wee.
So we hit another 50. So here's our target at 50. And we will reset our target here.
There we go.
And now we can reset our bet back to a 10. So yeah. Ouch. All right. So 231. That's a loss on Romanowski right here. Man, but then we would double, and we would need to, if we hit this one, then we even out. I was talking to everybody earlier, I wanted to do Romanowski with $16,000, $2,000 wins.
Man, another black. There we go.
Okay, we're up 10. Now with Aussie Pete, you go up 1 unit on losses. So we're going up to $20, or on wins, you go up 1 unit. So we'll go to 20. And if we win this one, we're up 30. We don't go up 1 unit to $30 because we're only $20 away from 50. So we would leave it at 20. So you don't want your bet to exceed what your gain or your loss is, the difference between 50 and whatever that is. Now you can set your target whatever you want. You could set your target at 25 if you wanted to. I mean, actually, the lower you set your target goals, I think the better chance you have. I mean, the smaller it is. Wow, we're crushing it right now.
There
Black,
we go.
look at all this black here in the last. It's bound to turn though, so we'll see. Okay, we're up 30. So we're gonna go 20. Ah, excuse me. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see if we, man, that's a great black run. Look at that. We got 7 out of the last 8 have been black. Could just as easily go the other way. So, I mean, we could start playing follow the winner.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
This is great. I think we hit another target. So we're up $100 right now with Aussie Pete's system. 360. Wow. Well, let's just keep going. Or should we
Starting
maybe?
over.
Yeah, I was gonna say go play baccarat, but this is the roulette challenge.
We try that on another video.
I was pretty excited to go through an audit. We were looking at the balances and going, this doesn't make sense. And it was just as we went through some of those days, and then it dawned on me. Every time that my computer was locking up and Excel was open, I thought I had autosave on my Excel, and it would recover. Oh, yes. Man,
Wow.
we're crushing black here.
Wow.
Crushing black. All right.
Yeah, no, that took a lot of film watching. You
Lot
can
of
go
film
back
watching.
and you can go back and watch every video like we did. It'll take you a while.
Especially that 3.5 hour.
Oh man.
But it was fun going back and watching the $5,000 double streets for 5 spins in a row.
That's why I speak
Wasn't
to the
there,
double streets.
Wasn't there something on that video? We were telling people to go back and look at that video for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, because people saying I'm changing the way I'm playing.
Oh, that was 11 days. What was it?
Oh, I guess that was 14 days ago. Maybe that they're still. Oh yeah, dang. Oh, you know what? Oh, we did go up to $20. Okay.
Holy moly, man! I can't believe it's hitting so many blacks.
Oh, we didn't go up the units like we were supposed to. We were supposed to go up to 20. We would normally go up to 30. So
I'm sniffing a red.
I'm gonna go. Whoops. We're supposed to be at 30 here. So
Okay.
we're gonna go 30 here. That'll get us to 50 because we should have bet 10 then 20, which would have taken us to 30 right now, and then we could only be at 20. But since we didn't bet, man, this is a great black run. But people talk about, oh, I've seen black or red or high or low go for 13, 15. You can see it right here, right now. Right now, we're on a seven black streak here. Look
Call
at this,
it
8 blacks in a
Wow.
row. I mean,
I don't know if I've seen that in my small career.
8 in a row right here. Yeah, I've seen entire boards covered with one. Look at, we're at 50 again. And I'm really tempted to start going red now.
True to the name.
I'm
to
really
this point.
tempted to go red. Look at all those blacks.
You got up to
But
50, huh? I missed that.
Yeah, we got
Wow.
up to 50 again.
3 times?
3 times. So we're $150 up on Aussie Pete's. $250 on the other strats. All right. Let's see how this one rolls. Okay, here we go. I was feeling red. I was feeling red.
Good that it was on a $10.
Yeah. All right, so now we got to go 2 units up to $30.
So you don't follow the winner on this strategy.
You can, if you want to. You can play it any way. You can play follow the winner. You can play follow the loser. You can play like we're playing, where you just pick a color and you stay on it no matter what. But obviously, if you look at these runs, this is the risk. Now, I would probably say if you play this and you get up past 4 in a row, either just sit out and wait till it, because this isn't normal. I mean, in terms of it's not that it's super rare. It's not, but it doesn't happen. I mean, it's not something that just constantly happens. So I think if we were to miss 4, I would just sit out for a while until it starts ping-ponging again.
Dealer change,
which is good, because she might have kept going on the red, but now we got to go to $50. Okay, so we're down 40 already. So we got to go 50, which would get us plus 10, and then we could drop this to $40 because we're going to 50. And if we get to plus 10, the difference between 50 and 10 is 40. We can drop this bet down. But if we lose this one and we're down 90, our next bet would be 70. We'd still be down negative 20. And then we'd have to keep the bet at 70 to get to 50. We wouldn't have to increase it, but we'd have to bet 70 twice.
and way different spin there.
Oh, man.
Way different spin there. She spun it a lot faster. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, every dealer is different.
Yeah.
Well, they're supposed to change up their speed, too. All right, so we're at 50. Now we got to go 70. We're going to have to win. And this is what's tough, because we need two. We're going to need 2 blacks in a row at least, no matter how deep we start getting in. If we get any deeper, we're going to need 3 wins in a row. So that's the risk of this one. We got 250. I'm not sure, if you guys remember back on Aussie Pete's system, I lost a lot. Yeah, I did lose a lot. I lost $3,800 or whatever doing Aussie Pete's system.
At the casino.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
It's pretty crazy, huh?
Well,
2 27s in a row.
Gonna stick with black. Sticking to his guns.
We'll stick and see what happens.
Sticking to his guns.
And see what happens.
Come on, black.
See what happens here. Stacy's mom.
Lipstick? Question mark.
All right, come on now. Let's not be silly. Come on. Okay,
There
good.
we go.
Oh, golly.
Thank you. The desserts arrived. Oh my gosh, for
Dessert
me
has
too?
arrived.
Oh my goodness.
We'll mute for a second. This is my first dessert today. We forgot to bet. All right, so we got to go in at 70 again just to break even right now, and get up by 20. We missed it. We would have won on that, but okay. Actually, we're supposed to go to 100 because Aussie Pete raises it by 1 even when you win. 1 unit on wins, 2 units on losses. All right. So that cost us missing out on that last black. So that was 100. Now we got to bet 120. All right.
Here's for profit.
Okay, that's a relief there, but that was 120. Look at, we're still down 50. So 50 and 50 is 100, so at least we can bring the bet down to 100.
$50 double streets, anyone?
No. We're playing Aussie Pete. Okay, so if we win this one, we get to our target and we can reset at $10. So we really would like to have a black right here. This is a big one. The good news is, what did we win just now? Oh, we won 120. So if we lose this one, we go down 150. We're at least, oh yes, we got it. Nice. Nice.
Back
All
in
right.
the green.
Back in the green.
Not on the green, though.
No, we're way above the green. We're above sea level now. That's good. All right.
Talking about 0. Have you noticed how it's not up there? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh. It fell on the ground. I'm not eating that now.
Still not
This is why I don't bring these people into the studio.
Tastes like bananas.
All right.
Oh man, it
Oh,
wasn't
you know
even.
what? Did we get it before it registered? No. Oh, yeah, we did. Okay, good. So now we're going to bet $20 on black. Okay, so we won that. Plus 10. That was a $20 bet. So we do need to go up to 30 because we need to get up to 50. And this would take us up to 40. And then if we win this, we can bring it back down to 10. All right. So that sucks, but we take it up to $20. Go up 2 units. 30 to $50.
This one's gonna be a black hit right here.
This would take us up to plus 30. We could lower our bet down to 20. I'd like to get up to $500. That's
You
our
were
target.
there.
We were at 500.
You were there. Yep.
No,
Just momentarily ago, I believe.
no.
No?
Look,
Well,
the most we were up here was $10. 390 plus 50, right? 440, 450.
There we go.
Nice. Okay.
Maybe you weren't. Maybe
Well, we should be around 450 somewhere. 490.
490.
Nice. All right.
maybe you weren't.
So we need $20. We could do $10 just to get to 500. Let's do that. We're just going to go $10. That'll get us up to exactly $500 profit. Matched with the 515 that we had in the first session. That gives us $1,015 day. That's what we want.
Let's go, Stacy. Hit a black.
Stacy's mom. It's a song.
Rumor is she's got it going on.
She's got it going on. All right, let's see. We're at 470, so we need to get up to $30. So we're going 30. Okay, there it is. 510.
There we go.
Another $50. Maybe we should just keep doing this. Or maybe we should just stretch now we've played this a little while. You know what? Let's play second dozen, second column.
I think that's fair.
We go up 1 unit every loss. 1 unit. We don't martingale. Okay, well, at least we hit the second column, so we win $5.
Okay.
You like peanuts? Okay, you don't like peanuts
And let's see here.
Okay.
Yep. So anything in the second dozen,
Okay.
the third column and the first column is a $5 profit. Anything on just the second column in the first or the third, $5 profit. If we hit this middle column, the second dozen and the second column, that's kind of the jackpot numbers. And that's a $20 profit instead of a $5 profit. All right, so we're up 1 unit here. This is another system I'm not fond of because when you start getting behind, your only chance of getting out are these 4 jackpot numbers. Okay, so that actually breaks us even from the last $10 loss. We just made $10. So I would go back. I'd go back to my base unit. I believe the strategy is you stay up high until you get into new session profit. I don't believe in that. If you get back even, bring your bets back down. There's no reason to keep them artificially high. I guess it's not artificial.
It's all real.
It's all real. I think what we're going to do, we're up $500. Oof. Just when I was saying.
You got it.
There's a 34, 2, and 35. I was thinking I was going to say go double streets, but look at these. 34, 2, 34. Although,
1, 3, 4.
we could leave 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 open. There was a hit there. That's it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is looking pretty good. All right, we'll do one more of these. We'll do one more profit on this, and then we're going to do a big bang and get out of here. How much time? There's another 34 minutes, yeah, so.
Good little addition.
We're going to, we're up $510. We're up $520. Maybe we don't even risk the 500.
Another 35.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's only $5 profit, but man, I think we go and we leave 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 double streets open. You disagree?
Big bang.
Here we go. We're going in at, going at 500.
My goodness, the end of the video. What's going to happen? Subscribe if we hit this. Come on.
Subscribe if we hit this.
Subscribe if we don't.
You're going to be blowing their eardrums out.
Oh,
Caution.
come on, guys.
All right. Hit those goalposts right now when we finally... Oh. Ooh, that was close.
Man, that's zero. Man.
All right. We are up $625. Do we risk that again?
No. What?
Nah. I
That's
say we call
non-time.
it quits.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a good time to quit. We're up $625. Let's see where that takes us here on our spreadsheet. So we were up 515 plus, let's see, 625.
Yep.
Okay, because I had it manually because we were doing the auditing. So B4, B6. Why isn't that updating? That's weird. B4 minus B6. Huh. Anyway, I'll figure it out. I'll show you guys tomorrow what the result is. But this is 1100. I don't know why it's not updating. B3 plus 6 plus 625. And this one should be updating. Plus that minus that. That's weird. I don't know what's going on. 2, 3, 4. Maybe that's 515. I don't know. I'll figure it out tomorrow. All right. Be good humans. Be good to each other. Be good to yourself. It's not that hard. We'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.
Bye.
Say goodbye to Peyton. Say goodbye to Becca. Come on here, Mrs. AOB. Come on. It's a Partridge family. Partridge family. We're all in here together.
Bye, AOB crew.
Bye.
Roulette fools.